Back here at the Biotech Showcase in San Francisco, I'm Christine Corrado with Proactive Investors. Joining me right now is Matthew Jones from Dyadic. Matthew, great to have you.
Thank you for having me, Christine. Great.
So we've previously interviewed the CEO, Mark Farb, in other interviews. Just remind investors about the company.
So we are on the OTCQX. We are a company that is involved in gene expression platform technology. We're disrupting the space, however, because the existing technology that's available to big pharma and biotechs and the manufacturing companies of biologics is old technology. So we have been on this journey over many years, by the way, but the last 2.5 years since our transaction with DuPont for $75 million, we fully focused the business on the life sciences, human and animal health, which is a high margin business. And we've now driven our technology to be the world's most expressing technology. So your genes of interest, which code for proteins, which is what CDMOs do, we can do in much higher quantities, quicker and cheaper.
Remind us about your lead product, C1, is what it's called?
C1's the platform,
okay.
So that's a fungal platform. It's a gene expression platform. So it's a alternative to CHO or E. coli or Pichia. And it's one of a number of expression hosts, which are living cells, which you put your genes of interest into. We've developed a molecular biology toolbox that allows us to drop your gene sequence into the right space. We've removed protease damage. We've done lots of great things with our cells over the last period of years to increase the productivity and lower the cost.
Lots of news going on with the company, lots of deals going on in the past few months. Can you go into those briefly? Yeah,
I can touch on the public ones. So the last few months we've announced Sanofi Aventis, for example. That's another 7 proteins of interest. We've announced a collaboration with Mitsubishi Tanabe. We've announced collaborations with other institutes like those. There's a whole bunch of others that we haven't talked about because they are confidential in the research we're doing, but they're all big pharma, and that's very exciting for us.
Another exciting piece of news, uplisting to the NASDAQ. Tell me more.
Yeah, that's the plan. So we filed our Form 10 before Christmas. There's a bit of confusion within the SEC and federal and US politics right now, which we understand will be resolved, I'm sure,
right.
Fairly
Hopefully.
soon. But certainly our intention, though, is to become a fully reporting company in the next couple of weeks, and then we're going to trigger the mechanism as we go forward to uplist to the NASDAQ, and that's a really one of our key milestones in the first quarter of this year. But that's really insignificant in my mind compared to the biggest milestone, which will be our scientific deliverables. We have a really important milestone coming up, I think this side of the half year, which we can talk about more in the next interview.
Sure.
But what I can say is that one of the remaining challenges in our industry is while there are molecules that you can express in platforms like ours, which are not human-like, there's also other half of the market requires molecules to be human-like. And so we are glycoengineering our strain to be humanized, and we've been on that journey for about 2 years now. We have about another 3 to 6 months to go until we've driven down to what's called G0F. And if any of your investors or their network want to hear more about that, we can be more specific. But that's a tremendous milestone. It's the first time any company, any platform can really challenge the existing establishment.
Very much looking forward to continuing to cover the company. Matthew, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
That's great, thanks.